Two giants, one continent, divided by stories, united by truth. From Lagos to Josie, we're breaking stereotypes, not each other. This is Plus 234 Mzansi, where Nigeria meets South Africa and the real conversation begins.
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff, please.
Plus 234 Mzansi, let the conversation begin.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to 234 Mzansi podcast. You already know this is the most educative podcast in Africa. This is where we talk about everything that needs to be talked about. We talk about the things that makes us or that puts us together rather than the things that divides us. Of course, you already know my name is Acapella, aka the Golden Boy, aka the Dollar Remis, aka Putu Putu Nofe, aka the most travel comedian in America. You just mad. You know every. You just mad. Talk, you understand me? And of course, you know that on this show, I'm not the only one that's not normal. We have somebody that's not normal. All the way across from Nigeria. He is the most dragged celebrity out of Nigeria. He's a quintessential journalist. He has done it all when you talk about. In fact, he's the king of podcasts. Let me just put it like that. Ladies and gentlemen, right here. I don't know if you can see him, because I don't really send him. His name is Nedu.
What's up, guys? How are you doing? Welcome to Plus 234 Mzansi, the podcast. We're broadcasting from our studios in Johannesburg, in Joburg, here in South Africa. Want to apologize to you guys for having not shown 2 previous episodes because
Due to technical reasons.
Due to
Cram
tech-
the English.
due to technical reasons, we're not able to bring to you last 2 previous episodes because we're trying to rearrange and change a lot of things to suit you and to make you happy. Having said that, thank you for forgiving us. We assume that you're forgiving us. Thank you. But we have a surprise for all of you. I'm sure most of you that is following us on social media, on Instagram, on TikTok, and all of that, you must have seen what we're about to say. But for those of you that have not, we're introducing 2 new female hosts on the show. We have 2 wonderful, talented, beautiful, smart ladies from South Africa.
I'm shy on their behalf.
That is joining the show, that is going to be on the show. Don't worry. Don't be afraid. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. They're going to be here for the very longest time possible. In fact, you're going to see them on the show and other show that is from the production of Black Entertainment. I'm going to go ahead and introduce them. The first one is who I like to call a bully. She's evil. She's fucking evil. She's a pain in the butt for me.
I like as you put for me because not for me.
She's a pain in the butt for me. For those of you that follow her on social media, you know her on the whole entertainment space in South Africa. She's energetic. She's lively. She's funny. She's got the weirdest laugh ever. That's her laugh. Make some noise for Taba.
What's up, guys? It's the Kid of Joy. It's a joy of all joys. Taba Nyaba, the world's greatest. And I don't know who was describing in the beginning, but the last part, you learn. Yeah, that's it. The beginning, guys, it was kind of shaky, but welcome, guys. And thank you for having us on board, guys.
So you see what I'm talking about? She's the devil.
She's an angel.
She's the devil.
Thank you.
And of course, it's not just Taba. By the way, Taba is fucking intelligent and smart. She's street savvy. If you think you can beat her on the street, you've got something else coming for you. And we have another person. She's so smart. She's intelligent. She's beautiful. She's a wonderful person. Beautiful. She's the kind of one that slowly gets into you, and then you can't even help yourself. Make some noise for the beautiful, the delectable, the smart,
The angelic.
the gorgeous, the
Yes.
angelic. Jelly!
Thank
So-
you for welcoming me, guys. Thank you so much.
So these are the 2 beautiful, smart South African ladies that you're going to be singing with. Are you Zulu?
Yes.
Are you
Yeah.
Zulu as well?
No, I
Wait.
can hear Zulu though.
Where are you from? Are you colored?
You don't want to know.
Tell me, Mama, tell me.
Zulu.
Yeah.
You are Zulu.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's Zulu. Where are you from?
I'm colored. I'm mixed.
She's color.
We are very respectable people, you know. Don't disrespect a Zulu man. I can tell the women are the sweetest, you know. Come on, either.
But the
Spy,
men, the men are what?
okay, Spy
Wait,
is
now, we
Zulu.
were talking about. She said the women are the sweetest, but
Yes.
don't
The man-
disrespect
yeah,
a Zulu man. So
a
what
man, so a Zulu man, unesithunzi, yabo?
Okay.
Like that means not a shadow. I almost said it as a shadow, but it's like dignity. Thank you. That's what it is in English. There's this dignity that they
Uphold.
uphold, demand, not with even like by even trying, but it's just something they're born with.
They carry
that
it.
pride, that you know. So don't disrespect them. Otherwise, so shy. You
Huh?
know, like it's literally.
What's so shy?
We're gonna beat you.
We're gonna beat
The
you.
fuck?
We're gonna hit you.
The
Like
man is gonna beat you.
no, not the woman. Beat whoever's disrespecting.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So like, don't disrespect a Zulu man. But we have a Zulu man in the building who can speak for himself. But they very respectful. Don't
No,
they protect their mothers
Spa.
and women?
What is it? Spy is shaking his head, yo. So,
He's like,
but Spa, what is it about the Zulu men that people think? Do you think people should know about the Zulu men? Stay the fuck away from us, from knowing this. Just respect
Yes,
us, yeah.
just respect.
I mean, it's a general man thing.
But they also like Stembu. Am I lying?
They like what?
That's
Stem-
black. That's the black culture. I in Zulu wodwa no.
Not only Zulu, but it also happens in Zulus.
Yes, it does.
Yes. it
What's
does.
them?
Monogamy.
What's
What is it?
them?
Isn't it monogamy? Is that the word?
Yes.
Polygamy. Thank you.
Polygamy.
Polygamy.
Oh,
Sorry.
polygamy. Okay, Zulu
Yeah,
men
it's
like
Tim.
polygamy.
It's
Oh,
Yes.
Zulu men like polygamy.
But
Not that
that
they
one,
like it, but
But
it's
Spa's been here pretending to be a man, a one woman man, and he's a fucking
No, but I agree with
polygamous
you.
person.
I agree with you. Polygamy, I don't think it's a Zulu man thing.
It's not a Zulu
No,
man thing,
it's
it's a man
not
thing.
only in Zulu,
But
but
in
it
Zulu,
also
they don't
happens.
joke with it.
Yes, they
In
don't.
South Africa,
So
I
which
like
means
to be
every
there.
Zulu man has got more than one woman.
no,
No,
not
not all
every
of
Zulu
them.
man, but they are the Zulu
Yes.
men.
So
that
most
that-
Zulu men then.
Yes.
Not most.
Can you
It's
marry a
because it
Zulu
was
man
a
that
culture-
wants that's
Huh?
not a one woman man?
Come again. Would I
Can
marry?
you be with a Zulu man knowing that he might probably wake up one day and say, you know, we're not the one
One
woman man
woman.
kind of man.
Let me rather say this
Yeah.
to answer your question. I understand polygamy, you know, and why like it's real reason, not because a guy can't keep in his pants, you know, but it's basically it goes deeper than that, and it's a way of building generations. It's a way of building your legacy as a man. But mina personally is uthaba nyaba. I would not want to be associated with such,
Yeah,
but I
same
do
here, no.
Understand it.
I do understand it. Like it's like when you think about it logically and it's reasoning, it's like okay, fine, that makes sense. But
It makes sense generally, but
Yeah.
not for you.
Yeah, not for me. I
No,
don't
for me, it doesn't make sense. I
Yes.
don't love it. I wouldn't be.
Do you
part of
understand it though?
Yes, I do understand.
Like
Having
what?
several
What is
women.
it?
A man marries women. Isn't
Why?
It? So that you know who your man is busy with.
No, that's what society has
Yeah, but
made it to be.
exactly.
But it's not that. So what it is that ukwandisa isibongo, right? Which is basically to have more people, you know,
of the same surname.
of the same surname, because that's how you build an army.
But you can.
You know, that's how you dominate, and that's how it's one of the things that God told us to.
But
to
you can
do,
even have a lot
multiply.
of women. No, you can even have a lot of children with the same woman.
No, girl, how many can
And
you
you
really
want kid
take
the
out?
woman?
Ten.
Jenny,
Nah.
10.
can you
If
give birth to 10 children now? You.
Bro.
Okay, no.
And would you allow to be pregnant 10 times,
10 times.
as one woman?
They are women that
No,
allow.
They
Would
are,
you?
but
Would
how
you?
many? But would you?
No, I wouldn't.
You
I did say I wouldn't.
Exactly. You see, like most women nowadays can push it to like 6. Not even that is even like
Even
8.
6 is
It's a lot,
stretching it.
yeah.
Six is
Exactly.
even stretching,
You know,
yeah.
but they're all about building a legacy, like having like 10,
Keeping the
50,
lineage.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
20,
50, like
oh.
20 kids, and it's not because
20.
yeah, like
Yeah,
20
yeah, I
kids.
Are you a pig?
No.
No.
They're
You
keeping the
dominate
legacy.
men. There's like
Ah.
you know, and it's a strategic thing. It's not like you just get married to any. I'm talking about this like I'm passionate about. I'm not passionate about it, guys. Don't get me
No,
wrong.
but,
I just
but
understand it.
with the way you have said it, I'm considering it now. I need to keep my legacy.
Oh my goodness.
so
So
I'm coming to Zulu.
So wow. So it's like when you
But
choose a wife.
there's this thing that I think other African countries need to understand about the Zulu tribe. And I think you being a Zulu person
Hmm.
need to please help us understand it.
See the way she
Okay.
picked interest.
Tawa,
Hmm.
the devil.
I know.
Now, we see it as looking at girls naked.
I was looking what?
At girls
Oh,
naked.
girls naked.
What? What do you mean?
But I was able to I was taught that it
Oh,
is
that culture where you
that
have the
culture
women-
thing,
yeah,
that beautiful
it's-
culture. Can you explain to us? Because people sexualize that thing
Oh.
Yeah, you know where you have a young girls.
when you have a young
Yeah,
girl.
when
Oh,
they-
that's like Umemula. I had that.
Let me see.
No, okay.
They
Oh,
see
you
her
have
breast
it on
though.
your cover.
Yes.
Her breast they here.
No,
I
so,
when
so what
it's-
does what
okay.
does that culture represent?
What does it
Umemula.
represent?
mean? Yeah.
so
does it mean?
Umemulo is
Because for
basically-
everyone who's not Zulu,
Oh, okay.
it's sexualized. They see
It's
that they're
sexualized,
like in 2025.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
So Umemulo is a celebration that your parents throw for you to basically thank you and
For
celebrate you for
Being a
staying
virgin.
pure. Yes, being
For
a virgin.
staying pure.
you. Were
Oh,
you
for staying
virgin?
pure?
Word.
Wait, I'm trying to understand something. For staying pure,
Yes.
and then you have to go out naked to show that you're pure.
No,
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
go out naked. So in the Zulu, like in general, right? Just growing up, you wear short skirts and uhlalo and stuff like that. And
Those
it's-
beads.
yeah, those beads. And I think I don't know where it comes from, but it's always been a culture. And
Yeah.
one thing that I once heard is that when you're used to something, you don't get excited by it.
Yes.
You
Oh,
know, so
yes,
it's like
yes.
if you're used to seeing boobs, it's just like
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So that's what decreased, I guess, that sexual arousement when you see like that. That's something
Yeah,
that I
that's what-
once
yeah.
heard.
But do
But
they
where it
check
comes from,
you?
I'm not sure. Yeah, they do.
They
Shawl.
How?
Like you sit down.
You go pee
Do
your
they
leg.
stick something
Yeah.
in?
No,
or-
they don't stick something
Okay.
in. Like they just
No, people wouldn't know. So
Oh,
that's why I'm
and
asking.
they say that.
Yes,
No,
they
you
say
don't.
that.
They don't stick anything in anywhere. To
So how
check
do they
if
know
you're
you're a
virgin.
virgin?
There's like like you can see the hymen. Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I am a
Yeah.
Zulu. Amazulu are all born with hymens. I'm joking. I honestly don't know the when it comes to those type of things. But we believe that.
And what if you
all
still
born-
have it even if you broke your virginity? Because women's vaginas is different.
Nah.
It
Can you have a
can still-
hymen after you've
No,
fucked
but
before?
it might show, you know. Some people might see it a bit.
That means
You can never know.
the god of cover up came through for you.
The god of cover. But I don't know when it comes to the technicalities of the hymens and stuff like that, how they do it. But it comes with wisdom because you don't just get sholat by anyone. It's like grannies who have wisdom and
Yes,
they,
more
that
experienced.
and more experienced, and that's basically what it is. But I guess the whole mini skirts, like wearing short stuff, I guess it was just to desexualize that
Yes,
culture of
yes.
being aroused when you see girls, and it's
Oh,
just like,
Yo.
and I don't even think they.
But I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not here to say because I'm seeing you first, you're doing your sacrifice or whatever it is. I'm gonna be less sexualizing of the female body. Sometimes you see it 10,000 times, you're still
That's
aroused
something
by it.
I don't know.
She
Yeah.
can't speak for the other
Yeah,
person.
I don't.
you're
Yeah, I
just
can't
what
speak
she
for
heard.
that, but that's what I had. Like that's what we're told, Gucci. That the reason, like back in the days, the reasons why Zulus were so respected and respectable towards each other is because you knew, first of all, it was Ubuntu, right?
What's
Which-
Ubuntu?
Ubuntu
Humanity.
is humanity. It's like it goes with the saying, it takes a village to raise a child.
Raise a child.
You
Umuntu
know,
gabantu, you're a person by people.
yeah, umuntu
Ga-
ungumuntu
oh,
ngabantu.
gabantu.
Umuntu
Yes.
I'm
gabantu.
trying, guys.
No,
Zulu,
umuntu,
you know?
Umuntu.
ungumuntu
Ungumuntu.
ngabantu. So a person
Ngabantu.
is a person because of
Ungumuntu
people.
ngabantu.
Oh,
Yes.
a person is a person because of people.
Ungumuntu
Yes.
Oh, I
ngabantu.
like this. It's
Yeah,
very
I love it.
African.
Ungumuntu
Yeah,
ngabantu.
A
so
person is a
exactly.
person
So it
because of
comes.
people.
So
Yeah,
Yes,
because the
you
people
unite.
They
made
try
you.
to say no man is an island.
No man is an island.
Exactly.
Ubuntu ngabantu.
No.
The
No,
fuck?
no,
How
no.
does it happen?
Umuntu
Umuntu
ungumuntu ngabantu.
So umuntu ngumuntu.
ngabantu.
Okay, umuntu ngumuntu
Ungumuntu
ngabantu.
Yes.
Fuck it, I got it right.
Okay, so literally moving on to what I want us to talk about today, or
Yeah.
what we're going to talk about today, marriage. It's marriage. Do you think presently today, right? Marriage, just like you said, and a part of the things that when you were breaking down part of the things why you do not think polygamy is a big deal, it's part of something that sustains legacy and all that. And there's no way you can sustain. You have to even start from one. Just like you said, and that's what God called us to go into the world
And multiply.
Do you think that today's marriage, like marriage is living up to what marriage is, or marriage is currently a mirage of itself?
Sorry, please. say that
Personally, I do not think that current marriage is how do I place it? I do not think that marriage currently is working like it used to.
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't think
working.
that-
We have a lot of people that marries now and then later on divorces. It doesn't even take a while. Even in celebrities, sometimes after 2 months, even a year doesn't
Does this
pass.
have to do with celebrities?
No,
I
it
think
doesn't.
Not
we see-
celebrities only, but generally, it's happening.
So you
Marri-
say,
Hmm?
go ahead.
Yeah, marriage is normal marriage. People are getting married for the fun of it. They're getting married for the fun of it because that's how it seems like.
So you think that people are more interested right now in the ceremony than the marriage itself? Like people just want to do all the
People
glamour.
tend
Oh, I'm
to-
getting married on September 18th.
Yeah,
I'm
they
coming
tend
out
to
in my
spend
best
a
dress.
lot on preparations
Yes.
and not focus on the marriage itself.
Yes.
They forget that we actually entering this this marriage. It's me and my partner. This is about us. This is why we are getting married. It's not everybody, but I'm just saying that's how it is in the society. What we
Of
see,
today.
what we are exposed to. Yes, today.
I think, just to pick up on what she's saying, I think marriage has lost its essence, in a sense of why people do it in the first place, what it was meant for, and how you actually sustain it, right? Something you said is that people are so quick to, maybe they just want the ceremony. I don't think in this day and age you just want to spend money because a wedding is really expensive. But I think what happens in a marriage, people do love each other, you're right? And the 2-month divorce, stuff like that, I think it happens because it's broken people who have gotten to an agreement, and not just agreement by paper, because marriage goes far beyond the legal documents.
Broken people trying to get married.
Exactly. So I don't think people are healed when they step into the room of marriage. And I don't think our generation is, or actually understands love at, like, in the sense of what it actually is. It's very face level, it's very for the gram, it's very flashy, it's very and I don't blame them because it's the content that they consume, and they tend to think that that's the reality of life. But love is not, hey, pictures, dates, flowers, surprise, all of that. It's sacrifice.
But it's a general thing on the socials these days. Oh, if your man is not taking you to the expensive restaurant, if your man is not buying flowers for you, if your man is not taking you to the Gucci, to the Pradas, to the Louis Vuitton, to the Laura Pina, what's
All these places.
all these places, he's not doing it right. I mean, it's marriage these days all about the visuals than what it is.
Yeah, that's true.
But
That's-
again, it also boils down to where gender-based violence also comes. Because a man, sometimes you get married and it's all about this man, I'm marrying him for money. I'm marrying him for what he can do for me. I'm marrying him for the lifestyle he can make me afford.
But you guys were
So
never
that I
like
can
that.
look flashy. Yeah, we were never like that.
But with
It's
South African
other
girls
people-
were never like that.
Yes.
The only thing I've heard of South African girls for the longest period of time, very nice girls. Just buy them food. I'm serious. That's what I hear. Just buy them food. Give them what they want. That's good. They don't give a fuck about money.
I think it's what you can call it, whatever you want to call it, be the matrix, but I'll rather say it's the devil's plan. Because once you ruin marriage, you ruin families.
Yes.
And once you ruin families, you've ruined society and generations.
If you speak to 10,000 men right now, I'm going to speak as a man,
Okay.
so you can speak as for a woman, for women. If you speak to 10,000, because I like to know where the root cause or where the problem started from. Like everything we talk about, like people want it on the surface, people want it on this, people want it. If you bring 100 men, they'll heap all the blame on women. The men will say the women are not having unrealistic expectation. Women will even tell you they'd rather cry in a Bentley and
Mhm.
tie on a
That's-
wheelbarrow.
That's true.
Do you understand what I
Mm,
mean? So,
yeah.
like you take for instance, you take a girl for vacation, which originally is supposed to be an idea to make you both bond together.
Bond together. Yeah.
And then you get to the vacation place, you now realize that it's all about aesthetics for her. She turns into her cameraman. She wants to have all the moments.
She turns into a
Yes,
camera.
all the moments while she's on the beach, while she's this, you will see that she will post over 50 pictures and videos, and not a single
One
image of
is
the
a man.
person that she went there with is reflecting, because the guy had gone there to be her personal photographer. So it's more like what the whole world sees her doing. The whole world should see that I'm flexing. Do you understand? I'm
Yeah.
enjoying this life. He's providing it.
And people would
She's
also
probably even
think,
providing it herself,
yeah.
but she's forgetting that she came here with somebody.
Mm.
Do you think that is a big problem? So the time that people are supposed to use to bond,
They contact
that's why
you.
people can date for 5 years and still be together, and then they get married, and 2 months later they're
They
gone.
divorce.
So you're asking yourself, what happened when they dated for 5 years? Didn't they see these things?
Yeah.
What went wrong? Why can't they date for 10 years and
Mhm.
then marry after 2 months and it's over? So where do you think this?
I think the root cause of it is what the culture that we've created as a society, right? Where it basically would stem from social media, right? And we
Yeah.
know that social media, everybody posts their best parts,
Yes.
right? Or they post what people want to see, what they want people to see, right? So we've created a culture as human beings where we glorify soft life over sacrifice.
Mm.
You know, that whole soft life thing, that whole thing. And then we've also made a culture of it's me first rather than a partnership. So I think it's all these different things that social media has pushed, you know, even the notion of women, I don't need a man. If a man can't provide, like it's all these different messagings that are being sent through social media, which everyone, well, not everyone, but most people consume. And if you consume something, you become it.
Mhm.
You know,
Believe
so
it
it
also.
now becomes a thing of like you being fed situationships. That's what you believe, and that's what you're programmed to think. So I think that's where the root cause is, and not necessarily the actual surface thing, the actual main thing of love comes from.
So
That's-
Jerry, I ask you this: do you agree? So there's a popular saying that's going around now. They'll say men are in love, women are in business. You've seen it, right? It's a popular trend. Men are in love, women are in business. Because I for one, I know I sometimes argue with the fact that women are emotional. I don't take it literally the way they say it, right? Because I think women sometimes make the most brutal decision that has nothing to do with emotions.
With
So I'll give a
emotions, yeah.
typical example. A woman can love a man, but marry a man who's ready. A woman loves a man,
But marry a man
but
that's
marries another man who she thinks is ready.
ready. Yeah.
That decision has nothing to do with emotion. That's the most logical decision any human being can take.
I think
Right?
that-
Because
that's-
if you were going to go by emotions, she will
You-
follow the one that. But now she's seeing clearly. She
yeah.
knows that she loves this guy, but the reality ahead shows that this is the guy that can run it, right? And then I'll give you an example why I somewhat argue that women are emotional. You've seen cases of a man raising kids that are not his for 20 years. No emotional human being can keep that secret away for 20 years.
So what are you
Hey,
saying?
women can keep
Yes.
that. They can keep it.
What is 20? Woman can keep
Hey!
it for eternity.
It has happened to me.
Well, do you think? Yes, it happened to him. Truly. We'll come to that after that. You can ask him out.
How did you find out?
Yes. So you want to answer that before I continue my question?
The truth is, I found out. I don't want to talk about it for respect for my.
Okay.
I mean, for respect for my kid's mom. I don't want to talk. I don't want to say anything that's going to make her look bad.
Okay, so I'll continue
Yeah,
my
that's
question then. So do you totally agree that women are actually in business but men are in love? Because one last thing before you answer. For instance, you see women say, I don't know if it's a South African women thing, but we hear it every day in Nigeria. And today the world is becoming global, so people are consuming almost the same thing. A Nigerian woman will say, my money is my money, your money is
your
our
Our
money.
money. You know.
Right? And then you also hear women say, oh, women make money, make your own money, so that when you go into that marriage, in case anything goes wrong, nothing has gone wrong. She has not even
Yeah.
gone into the marriage. she's already saying the essence of making her own money is
Is in
to,
case anything
in
goes
case
wrong.
anything goes wrong. I've never heard a man say make money in case you go into marriage and
He's the
something goes-
provider.
Ah!
like, but he is
We'll
the
come
provider.
to that provider one
Yeah,
later. So, but do
okay.
you think truly that women are in business, but men are in love?
I mean, I don't want to believe woman.
I believe it. I believe it.
I don't want to believe it, but it does sound like defense thing. Like, I think women have been so hurt in the past years
Wait,
and scarred by men. And men have been
In what way?
hurting. Sorry.
Okay, good.
And
Continue.
men
Thank
have
God you are
been
balancing.
hurting
Mm.
for so long
For so
due
long.
to obviously the emotional suppression and all the cultural things that have happened, and just also being forced to prove yourself in every way that you are, you know. But you see,
I've met
You
a lot.
just-
I've
It's
so-
just that fear. I think
Yeah.
a woman has. You just want to also get on your feet, get educated, have your papers. Anything goes sideways, you can also start a life for yourself. I think you just prepare yourself mentally.
But why do you have to think that?
We don't.
it happens. There's been
happens,
so
you
many.
know?
There's been so many things that have
Yeah.
led to
That-
women thinking like this.
Which is the reason why the changing meaning of marriage
Mm.
right now.
Mhm.
Now, marriage is different now. Now, a lot of people are running away from marriage. A lot of people rather stay single. Now, you go on social media and see a lot of people say, oh, if this is what marriage is all about, I'm done. I'm not going to get into it. Now, which is what is going to lead me to the next question. Are people genuinely uninterested in marriage, or are people just too so crazy fucking emotionally damaged to commit?
No, I think people people. Eh? Okay, let me give you a little rundown. You know, sometimes there's an adage that say the best way to go somewhere, the best way to go to somewhere is to ask someone who has been there. It makes your journey easier.
Mhm.
Do you understand? You know, so with the whole lot that's going on around, sometimes the things that you consume, just like you said, starts to form opinions in your head. Then you have some very close friends. Like I give you a typical example. Amongst my friends, I'm the only one who's not married. And then almost every time, my friends will come to my house to complain. Now, yeah, they come to my house. Oh, there's a big bar stand. You know, they take alcohol. We're doing different things. We're just having fun. But for these 2 hours, you are seeing 10 different guys complaining the same thing. This person finishes their own complaint, and then when he says something, the other guy says, "It happens to you too." I thought it's only my wife. Oh. And then, and then this goes on and on and on for about 1 hour to 2 hours, right? And then at the end of the conversation, they now ask me, "Oh boy, when are you getting married? You want me to join you?" You know, so sometimes I feel like these whole stories flying around starts making you feel like if you hear your married friends, if you have 10 friends saying, apart from childbearing, what am I going to do in marriage?
If everybody's saying that, because it's not just you, I have people that are around me
1
that
million
say the
people.
same thing. So the question now is marriage a prison sentence disguised as partnership?
No, it's not a.
I
prison
personally
sentence.
don't believe that.
It's what
at
you
all.
make out of it.
But so why is every 10 guys you see, 9.5 is complaining
Even
that
11, you don't even know
Can
maths.
I-
Every time guys 11.
11?
Can I talk? It goes down to the
Nah, women, watch them.
no.
No, let's talk.
It
Yeah.
goes down to the root cause of everything, right? We living in a guys. Let's be real. We live in a physical realm, but literally it's spiritual. Like everything, we know that there's a spiritual battle happening, right? And with that being said, the devil is out to kill, steal, and destroy.
Yes.
That's literally what it is, right? And in this day and age, we've made it quite easy to do such, you know, or he's formed systems in the past that have made it quite easy for him to do so,
do that, yeah.
right? And the reason why I'll just then state my points so that you guys can also share what you think, but I don't believe that marriage is a prison or disguised in a partnership because it was God's original design plan. And God is a God of perfection. You've never seen the son be confused. Go say, as in, actually
Where should I
supposed to.
shine?
Should I shine this side? Do I turn? You know, it's in God's perfect plan. And the reason why I say this is because the first thing that he said in the Bible was it's not good. The first thing that he said is not good that he said in the Bible was
For a man.
it's not good for a man to be alone. Right? And
Hallelujah.
that then now gets into the thing of that they're supposed to be a companion for this man that I've created.
But the companion
And
of these days are evil companions.
No, but do you know even from those days, the man problem started when they gave him companion.
No, get it.
Spy is agreeing with you.
No, look, hear me out.
Spy
Spy is
preacher.
agreeing with you.
Somebody
yo.
said that he preached.
Now that is true.
No.
The man's problem
Can I-
started when God gave him companion.
No.
Now lady says she disagrees.
No, but I'm going to
King
explain
is
why.
true.
Okay,
No,
let's
wait,
start off.
Can I
Wait.
tell you where the problem started?
Okay.
Where's the
Right?
problem?
So God created the companion, which
Yeah.
was good, right? But then the devil then came along, right? Where he then came and then he went to Eve when they were then separated, right? So he comes and he separates. That's what the
He didn't
devil
separate
does.
them
Nobody
because
were not
Wait,
separated.
okay,
He went
they
to
were
work.
okay, fine. They were
didn't go to
They
together.
were
work.
not together.
Yes,
That
they
day.
were together. Cool. So
they
whenever
were together actually.
No, wait. No, let her go now. They were not
Sorry,
together.
Sorry, mama. Go
right?
ahead.
So
You
in
will
that
explain why
moment-
they are together.
Why? Okay,
We should
why
maybe
I'm saying
open
they
the
went together,
Bible.
right?
No.
So listen. Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So where it started, right, was in the garden, right? It was in the garden of Eden, right?
Where the
Of
man's
Eden.
problem started, you mean, right?
Yes.
Good. I want us to underline that. Where the man's problem started.
Yes.
After God gave him a partner.
No, not there. Not
Yeah, it was after God gave him.
No.
Okay.
So after, because God doesn't make any mistakes, right?
Okay.
So when Adam and Eve, or when Eve was made for Adam, right, all was good. But then you know that the enemy's plan is to disrupt anything that God has created, right? So God created the companionship, that partnership between Adam and Eve. But then when Eve was separated, right, was
When Adam went to work, which one is separated?
Eh,
Adam was
no,
in the area.
la. So Satan
So Adam
attacked.
was there.
Okay, fine. Let me put it like this so we don't have this, right? So Satan then attacked Eve when she was alone, meaning that she was basically away from her covering, which was Adam. Right? So whenever you are alone, that's when you are the weakest.
But don't
Because
forget,
the devil
Adam.
comes and he
But Adam was alone all this while. The devil did not come.
Before that brought Eve. Before that brought Eve.
Adam was alone, no.
No.
All this while now, Adam was alone for like how many hundreds of years? Adam was just there by himself.
Yes.
For 6,000
Okay, I don't know how many
years. You know, for even more than, because Bible says it is like 1,000 days in the sight of God. So for like 6,000 to 7,000 years, only
Adam
Adam
was
did.
alone. They did so pee.
Okay,
And
I don't
God
know.
just brought
I don't
Eve.
know this, but it's fine, right? So when then Eve was alone, that's when the devil attacked, right? Causing the confusion, causing everything that he caused, that then led Eve to eating the apple.
But she was
Disrespecting. Let me rather not say the apple, but disobeying God's instruction. So that's
So who was
where
the first to disobey the instruction, the man or the woman?
it was
It's the
the woman.
woman.
Hallelujah,
But
mommy,
listen,
preach to me.
But that's because she was away from her covering, which is Adam. So God
So
created
what
us
I'm trying to say is every woman's covering is a man.
exactly.
Her
Because
husband,
God-
not a man, her husband, right?
Her husband,
Her
correct.
husband.
So which means a woman cannot attain her full potential without a husband.
That's
You can say
yes,
that, yes.
because God created us to be
Don't let feminists hear this
interdependent.
thing that you
Don't
said.
allow
oh.
feminists hear you.
The
Dude,
woman cannot reach her full potential
listen,
without her
I'm
husband.
Feminists will
It's
fight
okay,
you.
it's fine. But in God's creation, God created us to be interdependent, not to be independent. That's why I can't fall alone pregnant without a man. And a man can't have a child without a woman because we're meant to be
You need
together.
both. Yeah.
You need it's like the sun.
both genders to
Exactly. Like everything it's like yin and yang. Like that same principle. Like for everything, there needs to be another thing that complements it.
But I have this thing I can go on and on. So let me explain. One of the things that I think messed up the original plan, how everything was the advent of feminism. Because when you talk about feminism, people will say, I'm coming. People will say, oh, that means you don't know the real meaning
Of
of
feminism.
feminism. Caught me with that bullshit. Maybe there was a real meaning. Oh, I want to
baby's
agree
crazy.
that years before we were born, maybe feminism had a real meaning. Maybe feminism had a goal, right? Maybe at the time we were not there.
Maybe the same way like marriage had a goal.
Yes,
But
maybe
now
at the
it's-
time, like they said, at the time that women were oppressed, women were not even allowed to vote, women were not allowed to come out in public. You know, there were a lot of things that they said. Women were disenfranchised educationally. Because me and you know that in today's world, it doesn't play out like that. Women, in fact, if you enter a school now, if you count 15 students, you see more women than men. If you go to any school now, and so those, some of, I don't want to say all of it, but some of those things are actually changed. In fact, as of today, the world is even more fragile for men to work on than women. Right? If something happens between me and you now, whether it's a fight, whether it's an argument, whether it's anything, whatever you say is the truth first.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Man,
Right. So I think the advent of feminism today, what it has transformed into today, because it messed up the original order.
I agree.
It messed up the original order, and so women started becoming more of men.
Yeah.
Well,
Right? And so a man is seeing almost equivalent energy. You are with a woman, you are seeing esprit de corps. You know what we call esprit de corps in Nigeria?
As I see you, I see you.
Esprit
Now,
de
like,
corps.
as I am, you are. Pretty much.
Yeah, it's
we're the
a
same.
slang that the Nigerian police force use, esprit de corps, like to identify themselves.
Okay.
So a police officer sees another police officer, and then he says, esprit de corps, that's to show that we are the same.
But I need to say something. I need to say something. I don't know how many more times that we have to reiterate this. I think a lot of women, and I think social media and feminism has led them to think different. A woman's power over a man is not in your crazy feminism. So it's not your crazy being a feminist. A woman's power over a man is your femininity.
That's true.
When you are a woman to a man, you have everything you need.
Very true. That's true.
But when you start forming like, yo, I'm the fuck you, I'm the one. I can hold
You
it
think we're
down.
our mothers?
Yeah.
You say you think we are our mothers?
Yes.
But if I ask all the women, if I ask you now, if I ask you for instance, because that's a popular slogan that women say, we will not take the things that our mothers, their mother. So did your dad suffer your mother?
Did my dad
Suffer your mother?
What did
Stress
that
your
mean?
mother.
Suffer her, like put her
No.
through stress.
No.
Because growing up, I'll give you a typical example. When they say we cannot be like our mothers were maids, our mothers were doing this, our mothers. Growing up, I grew up in a compound that had about 36 tenants. So it was popularly called the civilian barracks because of the number of families that we had in that compound. There was no flats. It was more like a single room having 7 families of mother and father and 7 kids can be in a single room. At most, it has a living room and a bedroom. 9. And inside that 9, you still see somebody from your mother's side, maybe her sister's
Coming to
child
visit.
or your father's sister's child, not even visit, who lives with you. Growing up, I know how many people I had to call auntie. Like from age
Man,
from
Auntie UK, Auntie Lovely.
Auntie Nkiru. After Auntie Nkiru, there's another auntie that comes. It's Auntie Equitos. After Auntie Equitos is Auntie Vero. You know, there were different aunties at that time.
Yeah.
I never saw my mother, between me and you, for once, I never saw my mother sweep the floor.
Really?
Yes. And trust me, I was born in the 80s, so I'm not talking of something that happened.
Born in the 80s?
Yes.
So were the aunties doing the work all the time?
Yes, they had
Why are you
support.
shocked?
And that same thing happened in almost all the families that I could see. Those 30-something families had one auntie or the other who were supportive to our mothers.
When your mind here,
Our mothers were,
say you are born in the 80s. That's
Yes.
old.
Yes, now I'm old now. You
You're
don't know.
40.
If
In
you
your
insist,
40s, but I
if you
can see the
insist,
grey hair.
if you
on your
insist,
beard.
I'm 40.
Yeah.
You understand what
You're
I'm
in
saying?
your 40s.
That's if you insist now.
I don't
But there's something I want to say.
No, but
Now,
I didn't finish what I was saying
Go
about
ahead.
our
Go
mothers
ahead.
suffering.
yeah.
Right? Because at the time, what I could see was partnership. So my parents at those days, they would go to they were business people, they were traders, let me just say.
Forex. I'm joking.
So they were traders, there was not forex. So what happens those days? What happened, just like you said, person people. How did you put that?
Umuntu ngabantu.
Yeah, a person that has person has
A
people.
person is a person
Because of people, yeah.
Yeah.
So in those days, like I said, we had like 30-something tenants. So which translates to almost 34 mothers. They were just 2 single guys. 34 mothers. 1 mother was enough for the entire compound.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which mother is around. Every child that was in that compound, once you get into trouble anywhere, as soon as you run into that compound, any mother you see is your mother.
Is your mother?
You understand? And so parents those days were going to work together. My mom and my dad would go to work together. And then once it's like 6 p.m. or 7 p.m., you start seeing parents coming in their pairs. Those days, I was used to seeing my mom and my dad coming together.
That's nice.
Or Kilome's mom and her dad coming together. Eunice's mom and the dad. I used to think that they were all working in the same place. I didn't know that they meet somewhere. Do you understand? I didn't know that they would have to meet somewhere.
And wait
Yes,
for each
I thought
other.
that my dad and my mom were going to the same shop all this time.
So they all waited for each other.
Yes, this person waits for this, so they were waiting for each other.
That's so romantic.
It's quite romantic.
Why are you saying it like
They
that?
won't even eat together. My mom will not eat unless my dad is there.
It's quite romantic, but I'm going to say this, yeah, or rather a question. Do we think? I think that social media has made marriage worse than it used to be.
Amen,
Worse is
daddy.
crazy.
Amen. Can I
Has
hear a loud
destroyed
amen?
it.
Social media has destroyed marriage.
Yeah.
It has.
Let me tell you why I think so. Everybody wants to copy whatever the fuck is going on social media, forgetting that social media is not real. Now, do you know how I liken social media? I liken social media to VAR set. Do you know the VAR?
Yeah, the
virtual
VR,
reality,
virtual
yeah?
reality, yeah.
Now, if you've got that virtual reality thing on your face, you can be maybe like climbing somewhere.
Yeah.
You're climbing. I'm like, no, I don't want to come down. No, he's so like, no, I don't want to come down. I don't want to come down. No, it's what you see. That's not what it is.
Yeah.
Now, you can be boxing, for example, in the virtual reality, and then you're boxing, bish, bish, and you turn and you hit something that is there in the physical. Now, what does that mean? Take that thing off. That's when you realize you now pay more attention to what is happening around you.
Yeah.
Do you know that if you injure yourself or you jump down from your physical, it's going to hurt you and you might even die, as opposed to you doing it in the virtual reality? The virtual reality, all you need to do is say, wake up, take that thing off,
Yeah.
and then you're out and you're back to reality. See the mistake people make. I go on Instagram. I haven't eaten in the morning. I stand up, brush my face. What's up, guys? How you doing? Gee, we're back on social media space. Yo, I just had like fried rice, chicken, turkey, my whatever. Like I just had all of them, man. Live your best life. Don't let nobody tell you shit. Peace out. And you're lying. You haven't even had anything all day. The mistake you will start making is when you start believing those things you say. When you start believing those things you say, as opposed to paying more attention to your reality, is when you start fucking yourself up. But guess what? Most people now are believing what they are posting on the virtual reality space as opposed to what is happening.
Do you know, annoyingly, even the person that's posting it is believing it too.
Yes!
That's what he's saying.
That's what I'm
Living a
saying.
fake
You know that it's not his
life.
reality, oh. But he's getting the likes and he's thinking that is who they are. And then they
they're
say
not
you're not
there
my
yet.
level. Which level? The one that you just acted on Snapchat.
You're telling me I'm not your level. Now you post, you save, you go somewhere, a restaurant, maybe. I know somebody that, or not that I know, I was told about it. Husband material told me. His friend lodged in, there's a hotel in Lagos, it's called Continental, one of the biggest hotels in Lagos. If a friend lodged there and invited one of their classmates. Bro, do you know that classmate carried a big bag with clothes that you can wear for 30 days? Went to the hotel.
Oh, I was switching clothes
and was
for
switching
pictures
clothes
and
and taking
videos.
pictures and stuff.
Yeah, some people do it for content. Like
Living the life.
Yeah.
Taking
For fans.
yeah,
People
taking
love
pictures.
it. So why
And-
shouldn't I do it?
And then
I
you go
think
back
it's
home.
that, yeah.
And then you go back home. And you start posting pictures to make people think that you're there. What you're doing is setting yourself
And you know you have to generate a caption that rhymes with the something that's not true. So your caption has to literally rhyme
So
with your picture.
the question I'm asking
Living
now
my
is,
best life.
back to marriage. What value has social media added to marriage?
None.
I wouldn't say none. I think everything has its pros.
The
lady, you can say it, you can say it, you
So
can
what
say
I
it.
want to say, Mama?
None.
I'm saying no because there are a lot of women who are in marriages that are abusive.
Yes.
I feel like social media has played a part in, if I'm in an abusive marriage and then I come out on TikTok and I say, this is what I've been going through, there are literally women who do story times on their marriages and how they treated them. So I feel like equally, like you're saying, that it has contributed to marriages declining, but it has also helped women and even men to come out of relationships that.
But Nelly, can I tell you something?
Mhm.
That's 1 in 10.
It has not even helped men. It has helped only women.
It has helped only women.
I've
Now,
hardly
let me,
seen
No,
any man's
wait.
story
let
that's
me
true.
shock you. Let me
Wait.
shock you. I was I think I need to stop talking about my personal life.
It has only helped women.
He knows the kind of
No.
marriage that I
Yes.
was in at a particular point in time in my life. He knows. I couldn't come on social media to say it. I couldn't say shit about it.
I think it's because you also respected your partner,
No, I respect my partner, my kids.
regardless the
Yes,
situation.
regardless of what the fuck I was going through.
Yes.
But it got to a point like I didn't have a choice.
I know.
Like, yo, this person is going crazy. I've got to say this. Do you get what I mean?
It's
Men
like-
don't talk.
That's true.
Men don't talk. Men will be going through hell.
So let me give you. Let me
Wait,
tell you
wait,
why I
can I-
said
can
it
I
has
answer
not.
the
It has not.
question?
Yes, you
Okay.
can. But before you answer, why I said it has not helped men, it has helped more women. If a man leaves a woman, let me just put it that way. If a man leaves a woman, if you go under the comment section, if you have 100 comments, 110 of that comment is calling for the man. A woman that suffered with you, a woman that did this with you. How did you leave the woman? If a woman leaves a man, under the comment section, the first 100 comments will say there must have been something he has done.
Exactly.
That's-
There's
that's
somebody
true.
in Nigeria. That's true, right?
Yeah, that is
There's somebody in Nigeria. It's
As
celebrity.
though women are never wrong. Do you understand? There must have
Yes.
been something he has done. Nobody makes the same
For her
excuse for a
to
man.
do that.
Yeah, but what I want to answer your question in terms of the role that social media has played in marriage,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
Everything has its pros and cons, right? And one thing that I think social media has helped with marriage is you get married people or marriage counselors posting their content and sharing. It's whatever. It's like social media is a place where you go and you find something. Whatever you're looking for, you will find on social media.
Yeah, you
So if you're looking for content where they just speak about women empowerment, you'll get that.
You'll get that.
Let me
right?
tell you
Yeah,
If
something.
you're looking for
algorithm, yeah.
content where they are speaking about success, you'll get that. If you looking for a place where they're speaking about how to build a marriage, you will get that.
And
Let
let
me
me
tell
tell
you-
you.
let me
How
tell you
many
something.
positive contents on
Let me
marriage
tell you
come
something.
across?
You are killing yourself if you're going on social media to look for something about your relationship.
That's true.
Now, let me tell you something.
Oh.
Fucking be yourself in your relationship.
Okay.
Fucking
yes.
face your relationship.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people. He knows. Maybe he doesn't want to say it. I don't give a fuck. A lot of people that are posting their relationships on social media, but they are the fucking worst cheat ever. Don't think because, he's posting his woman all the time. He's the most loyal person.
But I'm not saying that.
Now, hold on,
content
Mama.
they do.
What I'm trying to say is, don't look at social media to take a cue.
It's almost inevitable. People will still look at social
Yeah,
media.
they will.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is, don't pattern your relationship
around it.
around what you see on
Yeah,
social
okay,
media.
that's fair.
Whether what you're seeing is good or
Or
bad.
bad.
Never pattern. Because the truth is,
Okay,
when you
yeah.
see that thing that you think is good,
Yeah.
one day you're going to hear something about that same
About
person that you
it.
think is good. And they'll be like, no, this person has been bad all along.
I
Ladies,
married
just
my
like
best
it
friend.
is.
Have you
Just
not
the
seen?
face
I married
they're
my best
using.
friend 2 months later. Best friends cannot even talk to each other anymore.
But I'm not talking about the cloud relationships. I'm actually talking about like the same way a rich person who built a business will be sharing that content of how they built a business and they're speaking from experience. And there's people that are actual marriage counselors and are actual relationship, and they also, nobody's perfect. Even in business, you could be freaking what
No,
Elon
I
Musk.
understand totally what you're talking about, and I
Yeah.
agree with you. Like, you're literally saying anything you're looking for is out there.
Yes.
But I think in today's social media world, the negatives get traction faster.
More.
That's true.
And then
Yeah.
people get frustrated when they put out positive contents. 2 years, 3 years, it's as though you're struggling. At some point, you feel like you're wasting your time because you are even trying to share your knowledge. You are not the one that wants to benefit from it. You already know it.
Yeah.
You're trying to put it out there.
For
And then
others.
people will come and say, "No, knowledge will go job."
Let me tell you something.
You know what that means in Pidgin? Are we going to eat knowledge?
I have a very I'll tell you the truth. I have a very, very beautiful marriage. I'm going to say it. He knows. He says it to me all the time. I have a very, very beautiful, God blessed me with my wife.
Amen.
You get me? I don't think
Amen, Daddy.
I don't think the type of her is two in this world. I just think it's just her. You get what I mean? But
I've not seen her type. That's why I'm still single. You get?
But I'm not going to come on social media and start telling you, oh, it should be this way, it should be that way. No. Which is where I have a problem with marriage counselors. I stand to be corrected. I think most marriage counselors are counseling you based on what they know.
Like anyone though.
Most of them, some of these marriage counselors are trauma patients that they don't even know they have trauma.
That's true. That's true.
So they're teaching you based on their trauma. So for you to have a perfect relationship, know who you are, whose you are, and who the person you're with. And that person is going to be the yin to your yang.
No, but I do not agree totally with that of the marriage counselors. I totally do. I don't agree totally. You can be correct, but I think that everything has a formula. Sometimes it may not, like when they say, for instance, when they say women are, it's not all women. But if I've had experience with 10 women, for instance, and 7 of them has shown me the same character trait, I don't need to meet the other 3. What's the guarantee that they're different? Do you understand? So I can safely say women are. Because out of 7, if you are saying I should meet another 3 to now see the difference, it means on ratio, even the 7 is still more. Right? And so I think counselors sometimes give you directions from experiences that they've gathered. They've spoken to this couple. And there's trends. And they are saying that the problems are similar. So they are saying, going forward, if you avoid this problem, I've spoken to 10 people, and I think all their problems look the same. If you avoid it, you can. It does not mean that the counselor himself is avoiding it.
Like nothing is set in stone.
I'm just telling you what I think.
The counselor said, if they go through
back to what we're talking about. Back to what we're talking about. The problem with marriages these days. We have just 10 minutes or plus to get out. Now, why are people running away from marriage? For example, you have tons of friends in the UK. Most people now, you see what they run away from? Most Nigerian men, they don't want to, if they get married to you in Nigeria and they live in the UK, you will stay in Nigeria. You will stay in Nigeria.
They don't bring you this side.
They take you to the UK. Let me tell you what happens most of the time.
Because the UK is where devil will come and meet you where she's alone.
Exactly. Yes.
Guys.
Now let me tell you, women that they take to UK, see, take it or leave it. If you are angry, fuck you. I'm just gonna be honest with you. This is what I've seen, what I've heard over and over and over again. It's not everybody, but most that I've heard. When they marry you and go there, that's when you now join an association, WhatsApp group.
Feminist now.
Feminist group.
Not the real.
They will now start telling you why you are on top of your husband and your husband is beneath you. And
they'll say women have power here.
And that's the truth. Women have power over there. Just don't greet your wife in the morning. She'll be like, you didn't even fuck me well last night. Or I'm sorry. Okay, you didn't minister to me well.
How?
I'm just saying. Fuck it. You didn't minister to me well last night. You didn't greet me well last night. That is all it takes for her to scream, "Oh, he's killing me! Oh, what's in the UK helpline? Is
Our
it
guys
911?
got who are you guys marrying?
No, I
Nani?
don't know.
Yeah.
911 is Nigeria.
It's like
It's
no,
UK 911 too.
I don't know what UK is.
Everybody's 911.
And they,
all
But
right.
911,
the area code may change.
and they call you, "Oh, come," and they come. The first thing they're going to ask when they get there is the man should get out first of all.
No explanation yet.
No
Just
explanation.
Go first.
Well, it goes back to the thing that she said about patterns. Like, if most situations where women are normally the victims, it would be
No,
pro-
eh,
not
eh,
saying
eh,
that
It's
all-
a system. It's intentional.
No, but
yo.
no problem.
I just feel like people get comfortable in marriages. That's why they don't work out. Like you
See
forget,
finish, like you know what they call
you
see
forget
finish.
dating again. You forget dating your partner again in the marriage. You forget going out with your partner. You forget looking good again just because your husband is used to you
See finish,
in
like
PJs
yes.
or whatever. You're like, he's used to me. I'm remarried. I don't have to look good anymore. He finds some people better outside. Like he starts looking outside in terms of seeing somebody more attractive
Take out
because
his
the wife
eyes.
is not looking that good anymore.
Do you know
It
that
can be one of the reasons why
today
marriages also start feeling like prison.
it's a major reason because today women care. So women want to go out, they look their best. When they come back to their husband, they look hello.
They look the
Let's say-
worst.
So
But do you take the woman out to look their best? For example, let's say you guys are married.
Do I have to take you out all the time?
No, not all the time.
no, I'm saying a woman can be with her husband for 3 days, 4 days. She doesn't care about how she looks. Now she wants to go out with her husband. She wants to look her best.
She even go down with her friends.
So that outside there that she's going, she's her best. Because
But
I
the
think
person
like,
that
I
you're
agree
not
with
supposed to
you.
be appealing to,
Yes.
you're not your best to the person.
I agree with you when you say
I hear
when you
that.
say people don't date anymore. So I think
Yeah.
what we call see finish in Nigeria is
The
like
comfort
what's
also.
what's see finish in English?
See finish is say finish.
like
Like
this
I'm
not
saying,
you,
like your
what's left of you.
there's
like
nothing
I
about
said,
you.
Like people, and then something else I think that's messing the whole thing up is the sense of ownership.
I own you
One
now,
person
so
now
Yeah.
thinking
You
they
want
own
to
the
own-
other adult.
yeah.
I own everything about you.
You also
You
want to
can't do this
control
without
the
me.
person.
You are forgetting that person was a full-blown adult or is a full-blown adult who
Mm.
has a mind of their own, who can be spontaneous
Yeah.
sometimes, but you want to own it. So at some point, it starts to look choky. You're like,
You
you're
end
like,
up
I
not
cannot.
having
I think-
freedom.
I think what
in
happens
the
in
marriage.
marriage is, or in relationships, even if you're just dating, is that you forget it's actually a relationship, right?
Uh-huh.
Like in
that you
friendship,
constantly walk on, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, but with friendships, it's even a thing of you guys fight. It will always be good, or let's rather bring it more closer with your parents. It's not like you're always happy with your mother or your father. It's not like it's always
Yes.
good. It's not like now it's like, hey man, I will stop being your mother now. We don't have that. We don't have that thinking of this is actually still a relationship. There will be ups and there will be downs.
Yes.
As soon as it goes down, you want to be out the door. So I
And there
think
will
that's
also be
the
sacrifices that you also need to make,
Hmm.
for the marriage to work out itself. So people don't understand that.
Anyways, I want to say thank you to every one of you that is tuned in to this wonderful episode of 234.
We'll talk about this again. I never
You see,
finish,
this episode, this episode is this topic particularly is something that we can't exhaust. We're gonna have tons of topics, episodes on this topic, but this is just one of it. But I want to say, whatever your relationship you're with, if you're dating the person you want to get married to, or you're married already, understand the fact that you have to keep working to make that relationship work. It's work in progress. It's a continuous thing. And the thing is, the fact that your husband or your wife goes out every day, that taste changes every day. Yes.
You know, no, I'm
I
not
don't.
married
Oh,
yet.
not maybe. Don't say taste. Like you growing every day.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, don't say taste. Yeah,
okay,
rather
not
say-
taste.
yeah.
Okay,
So that
Yeah.
means polygamy was an advantage. Okay, sorry, let's move on.
No.
You see, this is why. This is why
You're growing every day, and as
Yes,
you're
and you're
growing every day,
changing,
you're
and you
changing
change.
every day.
Mm.
And there's something that Capella said, and it's very, very important. You as a woman, you're looking good you're looking good when you want to go out and hang out with your friends, but you're not looking good when you're with your husband at home. And you, the husband, your big stomach is just there.
Thank you, Chiba.
You're not doing anything about it. And you are angry that your husband looks at some guys on Love Island on TV and she's drooling over them and spit's coming out of her mouth and she's daydreaming. Fucking go to the gym, bro. Do you get what I mean? Now, take care of yourself. Make yourself look sexy for your wife. I think we need to get to the point where we need to be appealing to our partners.
Yeah.
And also date somebody that accepts you for who you are.
If you
Yeah,
have
but
big,
people get too comfortable sometimes with who they are and they don't change or they don't grow. That's another problem.
And change is good
Yeah,
sometimes.
but let's not get in
Okay.
there. We're gonna start
Another
anyway, I want to say thank you to everyone. Follow us on social media. Follow Taba on Instagram. What's your Instagram handle?
Taba Nyaba.
Blazed flower, guys.
Gene.
Vivian_cup. Blaze flower.
Yes, blazed flower.
Blaze or blaze?
And blazed.
Oh,
Blaze flower.
blazed flower.
Bye
But
bye.
it's Jennifer Koza.
Bye bye.
Two giants, one continent, divided by stories, united by truth. From Lagos to Josie, we're breaking stereotypes, not each other. This is Plus 234 Mzansi, where Nigeria meets South Africa and the real conversation begins.
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff, please.
Plus 234 Mzansi, let the conversation begin.